I've got an interesting question for you guys. If you were to walk into a pitch black room, completely dark, how would you go about removing the darkness? Is it possible to pull the darkness out or break it up into chunks and carry it out? No, of course not. The way to remove darkness is to add light. You see, darkness was never a thing. It's not the presence of something, it's the absence of light. So when you walk into a dark room and you flip the light switch on, the darkness goes away. It was never there. It was simply the absence of something. And we can look at sickness and disease in the same way. When we have sickness and disease, what we usually focus on is removing it, cutting it out, drugging it. When in fact, sickness, like darkness, is simply the absence of something. And in this case, sickness and disease is the absence of health or life in our body. And just like our analogy with darkness, the best way to get rid of darkness is to add light. When it comes to sickness and disease, instead of fighting that, the best way to get rid of it is to add health and life and vitality into our body. And when our body has that, it becomes an environment that sickness and disease can't even live in or develop in. So how do we go about adding health into our body? Well, we need to for sure be doing these 5 essential things. One, of course, is fueling our body. We need to have good nutrition that's going into our body. We need to be drinking clean water. We need to be breathing clean air, getting quality rest, and having a highly functioning nerve system. And that is the foundation of health. And the reason I say that is if we look at all 5 of those and see how long can we survive without them, when we take a look at fueling, how long can we go without eating food? Maybe up to a month. How long can we survive without rest, without sleep? A couple weeks. How long can we survive without drinking water? Maybe a week. How long can we survive without breathing? A couple minutes. So all these things we can survive a couple minutes up to a month. How long do I survive without a highly functioning nerve system? The nerve system completely shuts down. How long can I survive? And the answer is no time, 0. Life ends the moment our nerve system shuts down. The brain, spinal cord, and nerves are controlling everything in the body. That's why it's the foundation of health. Yes, we need to do all those other things, exercise, eating well, but having a healthy nerve system is the foundation of health. When we have a healthy functioning nerve system, we're laying down the building blocks of making a body that's hard to kill, meaning that it's resistant and resilient to bacteria, to viruses, to all the unavoidable stresses that we have in our life. And just like our analogy of darkness, a single tiny candle can remove darkness. Darkness cannot hold up to even a small tiny candle. And when we're doing things to add health into our body, sickness, disease can't even be in the presence of it. And I hope that's a really good thought to really let sink in, that we can do things to add health into our body, to make us more resilient and resistant to sickness and disease. And so when you get adjusted, this is the purpose of chiropractic. It's not to treat headache, neck pain, and back pain. When you get adjusted, it's allowing all the life and health up here to be better expressed down here. Our brain, our spinal cord, nerves, they're what's making our heartbeat, helping us breathe, controlling our immune system. All those things. When we get adjusted, we are adding health, life, and vitality into our body, And when there's more life and health expressed in this physical body, the more resilient and resistant it can be to sickness and disease. So the question is what are you doing right now to improve the resiliency of your body? I hope you're getting adjusted. That's going to be a big factor. And I hope you're doing all the other things too. And if you're not getting adjusted, we can help you out with that. Chiropractic is essential. We are open right now. It's essential because of all the reasons that I just said. We need to have a highly functioning nerve system. It's the foundation of health. And we need to have life fully expressed in the body. And so, if you haven't been adjusted for a long time or ever, feel free to call. We are here to help you out with that. And we promise and we'll do our best to take care of you the best that we can. And I promise that you will thank yourself for it.